All right, my name's Brian Wilson, and I'm a second semester grad student here. I'm going to talk to you about a 21st century kind of authoritarian government. I'm going to do some background first on Huxley, Orwell, and Bradbury, and then as the talk goes on, I'm going to talk about who I think is next. Might be surprising. So Huxley first. There's Soma, which is a drug in this novel that controls people through, making them very happy. And also sex is a method of control in that novel. I'm obviously going in broad strokes over these novels. But next, we've got Orwell's 1984. Big Brother is, of course, watching you. You may think Big Brother still is watching you, depending on your persuasions. But there's always on TVs with cameras in 1984. And, you're essentially controlled through surveillance and fear. There's also fear in Bradbury's Fahrenheit 451. The other kind of, I call them elements of this authoritarian government in terms of information is that they literally destroy information. Obviously, 451, I think, is the temperature at which paper burns. We've moved on from paper. So today, with this kind of digital man guy there, there's different elements that I think are important to consider. So I'm going to go through some of them, and then at the end of the talk, we'll talk about what a book of the future authoritarian government will look like. So first here, we've got web services that have, I call them kind of streams. You get lost in them. You can be in Wikipedia for hours, Reddit, YouTube. Reddit enhancement suite is terrible. I do YouTube binges on Derrick Rose, the Chicago Bulls basketball player. They're just absolutely terrible. You lose yourself, and you're out of control. The stream flows, and the critical part of this element is that the supplier of the stream controls the information. Whoever makes the algorithm that populates the stream is the one who controls what you see, what you know, what you learn, potentially, if you're as pessimistic about some of these things as I am. So you wind up in this situation here, the old version of Phillies, where you're actually talking with people. Maybe, I don't know the exact situation, but maybe you're on a date there. And then now everybody's just on their cell phones. And what the heck are we doing, So you're really just controlled. And whoever controls the filters really has tremendous power. So now, in terms of the hypothetical book, maybe there's some cool artwork that hasn't been determined yet, and an author who we don't know yet. What are the elements? How are there going to be new elements? What is going to really play into it? How are we doing today in terms of going toward this new book? So, there's no need to burn anything like Bradbury now. There's too much information online, and it's hard to find it. It's just terrible. You're looking for a link for a paper that you can't find. There's just too many things online, and it's forever a problem to filter it. We've always had problems with information overload. So, in terms of these governments that wants to control information in the future, you want to enable this guy here. He probably hates all the stuff he's doing online, but at the same time, he still does it. It's like a drug. He can't get away from it. It's like the people who drink tons and tons of coffee, which I've never touched. So here is Clay Shirky. He's a digital information scholar who I usually disagree with, but he has termed this problem filter failure. And, I've talked before about Reddit and Facebook and all these services with streams, and we use them a ton, but we often complain about them as well. They're not as good as we would really want them to be. So this is a screen cap from the old music video, Girls Just Want to Have Fun. And, we want to enable people to have fun if you are this government that wants to control people in the 21st century. You want guys to have fun too, obviously, but you need to have these algorithms way better than they are today. So you need this kind of back-end stuff. We've already got the beginnings of it, but it just needs to be tremendously better. I just mentioned that we all know there's flaws in the web services that we use today, and if you really want to control people, they have to be a lot better. There is the potential, but I'm not sure that has been done yet today. And another element is that you need everybody to be able to use the services that you enable. So you can't have the caveman not using your web service because then you can't control him. What's the point of inventing this amazing method of controlling people in the first place? So you need everybody learning it and being able to use the different services. But you also need to solve the problem of cost. I was going to use my iPhone for notes for this presentation, but then I improvised and didn't use it. These guys are really, really expensive. And you need to try to solve that problem so that you can get the devices to everybody once they know how to use them. So here we go. So how are we doing on constructing this? You know, if we build it, will they come? How close are we to enabling this environment? You know, I think that there has been tremendous progress in technology, but there's still a long ways to go here, and I'm talking a little bit too fast because I'm nervous. But we do have here Moore's Law. This is an old graph, but we still have basically been fulfilling it. That enables us to have more transistors and to do things faster on computers. And that'll bring the cost down of devices that you need to get everyone to control them. But important to notice that the best devices, the most expensive devices, are always going to be expensive. So now Google. Google has basically not been evil, in my opinion. They can do a lot more. They have tons of data. We probably don't know the half of it. So, you know, in terms of the software side, providing content that people are going to be addicted to, kind of like a drug like Soma in Huxley's work. So then now I don't have much time left, but I have tried to write this book. I've been a little bit deceptive. It's called With Peace and Happiness for All, and it analyzes all of these situations and has a simple plot to go through it. And if anybody has contacts with publishers or anything, I'd be glad to talk to you. Thanks. I'll answer questions after.
Produced by OCE Atlas Digital Media at the University of Illinois, Urbana-Champaign.